Greetings and welcome to Bubble Hearthing. I'm Bubble and you're fantastic. Just like Soren there, he looks pretty fantastic himself. Anywho, we're going to be opening all these packs for Innistrad Crimson Vow one at a time, because that's how I do. I don't quite have the other 6 packs I would need to make it a really nice number, but we're going to have to, do with what we got. So, without further ado, and me saying do many, many times, let's, I guess, open some packs. Here we go, 63 packs. And the first one, well, guess what? They're all first. Look at that. How lovely. Gonna get ourselves... And that's it. We started with this. We are clearly going to be meme lords into the next century. And this is going to be us forever. The first deck we're going to make is just going to be 4 all-runs, 4 gambits, and about 4 losses in a row, if I am not mistaken. Okay. 2 of them to the gambit trigger. Alright, next pack. What are we doing here? I'm looking for Olivia. I really want Olivia. Howling Moon. What's that one do exactly? That's a weird one. Let's see. But it's not too bad. I think this was... No, okay. What was it? Someone compared some spell to like Night Pack Ambusher. Or like the Flash Wolf from back when you could play the Frilled Mystic and whatnot with Reclamation and stuff. But I think that was a different card we were talking about. Yeah, there's a different one. My bad. There's like a white flash one. There's a 3/4 that can do a similar thing. Okay. This card's okay. I was never really too huge in the wolf-werewolf thing. I'm more of a vampire guy myself, in case you couldn't tell. I don't get a lot of sun. Anyway. There you go. Dorothea, Vengeful Victims. This is the Saint Traft. Honorary Saint Traft thing. And I think this card, I mean, it's interesting. It's very powerful. Like, fantastic in any kind of limited thing. Happy to get it. I want to put it to work. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how that deck materializes. You know what I read? And I forgot to even do it. I'm just going to keep opening. Whatever. Crack away. I'll deal with this. Oh, sweet. I'll always take rare lands. Apparently, if you want to get the most out of your vault progress, you should craft all the commons and uncommons for the new set when they come out. So that all of the copies that you get, all the other uncommons, like, everything other than your rare slot goes towards vault progress. Which is not a bad idea, but I already started the video. Oh, you braid, nice. So, you know what we gotta do? We have to press on. And hope that we just... I mean, I do already have 5 vaults because I hold on to them forever for no good reason. So, yeah. Thalia! Oh boy. Alright, she's legit. I don't know if she's as legit as she was the first time, but she's still legit. Like, it's hard to go wrong with Thalia. And it's nice to have, like, the reprint drop the price a bit. Alright, Lantern Flare. That's an interesting card. Not really sure how I feel about it. But I should be having a set review coming out. I really want to. If I don't do it, I apologize. But this is the first I'm really... I haven't seen any gameplay of the new cards at all. This card's legit. This card's pretty cool. It reminds me of Star Fox 64. Spoiler alert. At the end, there is a brain in there, and I don't know. It makes me think about that one. Ooh, our first mythic is Volatile Arsonist. You know how I said I didn't really care too much for werewolves? Well, here you go. Let's see. Okay. Deal some damage to things. It's alright. Oh, Menace Haste is actually a really strong combination, though. So, okay. Very aggressive card. I like it. So, I'll see. I could still give a fairly fresh opinion, I guess. Or just unbiased. I don't know. Opinion on the new cards and how I think they're going to function in Standard and Limited. So we'll see. Alright, we have here a Hopeful Initiate. Do I hate this one or not? Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I don't hate it. I mean, a 1-mana 2/1 with training is actually not bad, and the ability is like, okay. It costs quite a bit to do what I want it to do, but even without that ability, it could see, like, fringe play. Howlpack Piper. Interesting. I don't know if it's great. Of course, the dream thing here is you play this thing on turn 4, and then I guess turn 5 you use the ability to put in, like, Coma? Yay, you cheated out 2 mana where you could have just ramped for, like, a few turns? I don't know. So instead you played a 4-mana 2/2, that's probably just going to die. But it can become a 4/4. I don't know. The first time I saw that card, I was like, oh my god, it's insane. Then I was like, well, maybe not. Alright, Splendid Reclamation. I love the artwork here, but not really a huge fan of the effect. I think it's a reprint as well, so I think that's like fair. You know, there's going to be a few reprints because they're going back to Innistrad. You kind of have to. You know, for the sake of flavor, it must return. Mythic Wild Card. I actually prefer rare wild cards, as you can see. I use quite a few, but I'll take it. That's basically a Planeswalker. Go. What do we got here? Ooh, double mythic, essentially. Faithbound Judge. This is a hell of a card that can win you the game. Sinner's Judgment and whatnot. It's very, very interesting. Judgment counters. Let's see. I'm gonna try, or at least depending on what I open, I want to try to make this kind of deck and just win one time with this, even without it. I want a 3-mana 4/4 Vigilant Flying Defender to be good enough. I really do. I mean, it trades with Goldspan Dragon, which is saying something. Like, it's worth something for sure. Okay. Hey, spiders. I love spiders. Another mythic. Wow. We got Wild Card, the white defender, I already forgot the name, and then this thing. And then we opened the red werewolf dude earlier. Alright, 3-mana, 3/4. Oh, this is your standard green card, and we're gonna give it, you know, better than vanilla stats, and then add, like, just text on it until it becomes good enough. Vigilance can exile things. Things cost less because of things that have been exiled. Cool. There's a few of them. It's not quite Questing Beast, but, like, it's basically this set's version of it. Ill-Tempered Loner, I think. Do I like this card? Let's see. Oh, this is a very... In draft, this card's insane. It's very difficult to get an advantage against this card. Like, if your opponent plays it, good luck. You're just going to have to take whatever hits you take from it and, like, you know, accept that it's probably going to 2-for-1 you, at least. But hope you can come back from it. There's a lot of value in the card, is what I'm trying to say. Here we go. I heard someone say Storm Chaser Drake's kind of cool. I love the artwork here. Because it's a 2/1, so it can't be that big, right? And, like, it's a Drake dragon kind of thing, so you're looking at it, you're thinking it's kind of huge, and then take a look, like, hold on, these are just, like, some jars. This might be a little, like, transform or something in the background. Like, in my mind, this is someone's desk. And this is, like, a little just tiny, almost like a wyvern, kind of like little tiny dragon. I could be wrong. This could be huge buildings, and this is just the rooftop, but, like, I like thinking it's just, like, a little tiny guy. That's just like, eh. Alright. Olivia, yes! I want to make Reanimator happen. Some combination of putting the lights on my headset to be a true gamer. Hold on a second. Gamer mode activated. Okay, so. Let's see. Yeah, some combination of this with Velomachus Lorehold, the dragon, and then Return Upon the Tide. And there's a few... There's obviously a few more Reanimator spells in the set, because it's Innistrad. Come on, you can't not have zombies. You gotta have zombies, you gotta have reanimation effects. Okay. Not having that would be insane. It'd be like not having the option to put pineapple on your pizza. Whether or not you agree with pineapple on pizza, that's fine, but just not even being able to do it is a whole nother story. It's like, what if that debate didn't even exist? Think about it. Change of Fortune. I don't know how I feel about this card. This one's kind of weird. I don't know if you want to try to put this in some weird thing where you play a lot of that red, like Thrill of Discovery or whatever, echoing, tormenting voice kind of thing, where you know, or you can use like Cathartic Pyre, I think, as well. You know, the discard to draw, and then you use this to try to get advantage on that to draw more cards than you know, discard from this card alone. It's interesting. Face some pretty strong aggro zombie aggro Dimir. Now that's interesting. Not sure how that would work exactly, but I don't hate it. There's some pretty good zombie spawners where they just continually put out, like, you know, decent zombie tokens and whatnot. Tormented Prophet. This one, if you would draw a card, is on the top 2. You may play those cards this turn. Worth noting, it says play, so if you hit a land, you can play the land. Interesting card. I think this might be along, and this is a very different card, for sure, but it might be along a similar power level of, like, Riel the Everwise, where she's good. If it's on the board unchecked, it can kind of run away with the game, although it requires you to have a decent deck around it as well, instead of Riel that can kind of just function on her own. But at the same time, it's not really enough to build a whole deck around. It's just a very functional piece of an already good deck, or good accompaniment. Now, what was I going to say with this? I could see this potentially, maybe not in this format, if you have like a Lab Maniac or a Thassa's Oracle, that's legal in your thing, which I guess would be historic in Arena or whatever else you're doing. Just to, basically all your draws become draw 2. Vampires! Woo! Warlord Wolf, how do you do, bud? Welcome, welcome. So I can see this is like doubling all your draws and milling a bunch of things, essentially. Thinning out your deck entirely and then going for the win that way. Okay. Moving onwards, we have Dreadfast Demon. I love this thing. I don't think it's great in Standard. It's a 7-mana 6/6 that I guess makes another thing into a 6/6. But I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun. In Limited is fantastic. In Standard, but I like the design. Here we go. Moving on here, and this is hilarious actually. Okay, so what's hilarious here, because this is actually not in the flavor text as I thought it was for a second. There was a little like Reddit thread that was revealed, and there was like Stitchers talking to each other. It was like, so was this a centaur? No, not at all. It's like, but it has a man's body, yes, but it has a horse head, so it's a horse. Yep, just a horse. Oh, okay, carry on then. Something along those lines. I'm not doing it justice, I'm sorry. Blood Vial Purveyor. Now, what do we think about blood tokens? Oh, this is the 4-mana 5/6 Flample. This might not be bad. It all rides on how valuable blood tokens are, but like, this might be okay. Maybe that goes in that Dimir aggro deck, right? 4-mana 5/6 Flample, that's not to be ignored. Wedding Announcement, I think it's just kind of okay. It gets to like an Anthem effect, and then you get a little stuff going on. But then you make a few things. Maybe card draw. Like, they're trying to give white card draw. I think they might have gotten it right with a couple cards, but I don't know if this is like the best version of it. But it's okay. Nice little advantage engine, but nothing crazy. Pardon me, I'm doing that because after this I kind of gotta go to sleep. Okay, Voldarn Bloodcaster, and the Bloodbat Summoner on the other side. Pretty sweet. Not bad. When something dies, make a token. Whenever you create a blood token. If you control some more, you transform it, and then you can turn your blood tokens into bats with haste. I don't hate that at all. You have to pick one at a time, though. Yeah, sure. It's vaguely reminiscent of Arclight Phoenix, and I mean that in the slightest way possible. Take the fact that it makes something that flies with haste, and that's pretty much all as far as I'm going with it. Look at that, a rare wild card? Those are my favorite. Alright, come on. How many more times do I have to poke you, sexy Soren? Wash away. Oh yeah, this is a little counter thingy with the cleave. Cleave is fun. This guy just lose his arms and legs and stuff? Maybe? This does not appear to be attached. Just saying. So, yeah. Old Rusty Bros. Okay, let's see here. I don't even know what I just said. Rustolium? So this is essentially, let's see, enter the battlefield or the being of your upkeep, mill a card. So you mill a card, and it's essentially Waste Not, like a little mini Waste Not, which had its own decks for a little while. It was kind of cool. It was a fun little card. It was an enchantment, where I think it's whenever your opponent discards a card, that whatever happens. I don't know if it's discard or mill, but it's focused on your opponent's cards, I believe. Maybe it's your cards. But I'm pretty sure it's more based on discarding. But similar thing though, like you mill, depending on what kind of card you mill or what kind of card you hit with the effect, it does a different thing. And I like it. I thought that was kind of a neat little, like a game within a game. Which always wins, right? I mean, Shahrazad's legal, so clearly a winning move. No, it got banned because it was overpowered. No, it got banned because it made games take, like, hours. Alright, 1 mana, 1/2, and Kessig Wolf Rider. 1/2 Menace. Important to note there. And you might make wolf tokens later on, but probably not. It's okay. I don't think it's anything to write home about. I haven't played Mono Red for quite a while, but you know what? Why not? I like this just because it says it becomes night. Like, the very baseline, it's nighttime now. I want to see someone, like, quicken this with something, like, you know, just playing it with Teferi and, like, a... What would that be? Jeskai? With a, you know, 3-mana Teferi, a Time Raveler. Just be like, Teferi plus? My opponent plays something that makes it nighttime. Oh, into the night! Oh, play something that makes it daytime. Damn it, I ruined my own setup. And then, you know, instant speed, it becomes night, get out of my life. I'm like, what the hell? Land, always love it. I don't care if it's probably a card I'm not gonna play. I love rare lands. Actually, I probably will. With Reanimator, it's usually a 4-color deck. No green. We don't need green. Green, get out of my life. That's our second Dorothea. Alright, we're coming together with Essence of Saint Traft. Thoughts of Traft. Well, I guess we're making a Saint Traft deck. Just saying. In memory of the saints. Of the clergy, I guess. I don't know. Not exactly how that goes, but whatever. Yeah, we're gonna try to make a deck with it. I don't know what other cards go into it exactly. I think it's just white weenies, honestly. I don't know if I want, like, white evasive creatures to put the enchantment on something that's probably gonna survive. And just keep smacking things. This card is... Like, you look at it, like, 1 mana, 2/1. Pretty good. It can be stronger. Pretty nice. Oh, but you need to play it, like, later on for it to work out. Or the payoff happens later on. Not as nice. And that kind of takes away from it a little bit. But then you have to go back to reminding yourself, it's a 1 mana, 2/1 with some upside, potentially. Yeah, I like it. Okay, Voltaic Visionary. I like that. That's just a nice word. I just like Voltaic as a word. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Geralf. Geralf? Is it Geralf or Geralf? Or Riviere? I don't know. Riviere? Let's see. And he makes the zombie tokens that are not decaying. Nope, these are solid zombie tokens. I guess that's where he, what's that guy? The one that just makes zombie tokens at the end of each turn. That's like a town crier kind of person. I forget what the heck his name is. He was a rare from the last set. Damn. It's like Gisa's companion sort of thing. I don't know. Let's see. So 3 mana, 1/4. Zombies fly now. And you can sacrifice things and make zombies. Cool. He just makes zombies fly. It's lovely. Okay, another old Rutstein. I actually thought this was Rustine. I missed, like, I moved the S over. Okay. Rutstein. Huh. I guess that's like they're taking Frankenstein, but they're doing like their own little take on it. Okay, do your thing. Hey, who am I to tell you how to live your life? Yeah, Magic the Gathering. I am a mere content creator in the game of life. In the game that is YouTube, that I'm not currently winning, but one day I'll make a glorious... Not comeback, that implies I was up there at some point, and I wasn't quite there. Uprising, there we go. Okay, that took way too long. We have a 6 mana, 6/6 Menace. Let me tell you, Olivia's attendants are, like, nasty. They're no joke. Let's see. Deals damage. This is the kind of thing where, like, you hit one time with it, you feel fantastic, but it just dies immediately and you feel pretty bad. I like it. I don't think it's going into my Reanimator deck. Although I might want to put blood tokens into Reanimator as a way to discard, you know, bigger creatures to the graveyard. Ooh, ideas. This is clever. If you understand if you just read the flavor text, just take a second and you'll get it, and then you'll be like, oh, haha, that's like worth a little chuckle. You get about 2 seconds of laugh out of it, then you're like, okay. Anyway, Yeah, when you discard some cards, you make a zombie. I like the different types of zombie tokens too, that's kind of neat. Although I feel like the one for Geralf should have had wings, or at least a wing. It had some weird, like, claw appendage sticking out. It didn't quite look like a wing. Maybe it was getting to it, it just needed, like, the, I don't know, the interphalangeal membrane. Because that's how you say things scientifically. Inspired idea, interesting card. Don't know. Maybe if it was an instant speed thing. Would that be too strong? Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, because you could do it during your opponent's turn and try to dump your hand. I don't know. It might be fantastic. We will see if I ever review the cards, which will be hopefully tomorrow. Alright. We're almost there. Another Iruth Tormented Prophet. So we are more than halfway there. We have opened Olivia. We have opened 0 Planeswalkers. And we have 3 Dorotheas for a Saint Trapp sort of thing. Let's see. Olivia. We didn't get any Edgar. Or Soren, or Chandra. Would like, you know, a couple of those here and there. Throw me a bone. It's appropriate. You're literally in the set that has, like, graveyards and stuff everywhere. Well, I guess that counts for something. Let's see, what else? I was a little disappointed that they did not have Emrakul in the set, but I don't know if Emrakul has been, like, as basically a Wanderer confirmed, and they can't really bring... It's a her, right? Yeah, Emrakul's at least uses female pronouns. Oh, this card seems insane, my god. Counter target spell, activated ability, triggered ability. Like, why not? You couldn't... It could just say counter target spell, and I think it's fantastic. And it's just like, yeah, or these other things too, because just go ahead and do it. Yeah, card seems crazy. We'll see. This could definitely be part of that Dimir aggro. I just think it's fantastic. It costs 1 less than the flash shark that counters like a creature or something. So, or is it just counter target spell? I don't know. And I think that 1 mana makes a hell of a lot of difference. Yeah, you gotta exploit for it. Hey, still a good card. Okay, what have we here? Audric! Oh, Audric the sad. Audric the disappointment to my family. I know. He's like, wait, what? Like, yep, sorry. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. Aww. But fangs. Nope. You see all those keywords on his card? You realize that he has none of them baseline? he has none. Mythic Wild card. Alright, we're gonna call that a Planeswalker and move on with our lives. Okay. Oh, look at the cute cat. Oh, it's adorable. Oh, look at that. And then this is a giant worm. Oh, look at you. You're a huge worm. Okay, that's nice. And then Tauren's Fist of the Angels. If you say so. I guess he's a cleric. It kind of reads. Does this go with one of you guys? No. Oh, this is actually like the we have Monastery Mentor at home kind of card. So we'll see if that amounts to anything. It might. It very well might. Because training, I don't think is something to be underestimated, especially when you put it on like a weak creature. This also has training. Like it's something. It's following a similar template to a very powerful card that sees like a vintage play. So I would not overlook it just yet. Catilda Dawnheart Martyr. As well as Catilda's Rising Dawn. So what do we even do here? Flying lifelink, protection from vampires, power time equal to the number of performance control. That are spirits and or enchantments. Right. And she is a spirit warlock. Well, that's a cool typing. I'm not gonna lie. And then the enchantment, it does the same thing. But yeah. That's like blue and white's kind of theme. Is that the disturb cards in this set. The front side's a creature with some abilities, and the back side is an enchantment, and whatever you enchant gets the same abilities as the creature on the front side, basically. So you had like 2 shots at the one creature, essentially. It's kind of cool. At the cost of enchanting something you already have out there. Alright, I think this is just funny, I don't know. I think a zombie in a diving suit's kind of neat. Worth a chuckle. This card... Oh, there's an eyeball in the... Okay. That makes this about 10 times more terrifying. Also, I got like Gloomy Bear vibes here. I don't know. Just saying, if you're familiar. It's, you know, let me know. Anyway, this card is interesting. I mean, it could be worth something. It got a lot of hype as a card that was overlooked, I guess. Or like a sleeper card for the set. Which is very not counterintuitive, but kind of like an oxymoron. Like, it's really hyped up to be a card that no one expects to win. Like, hold on. Are you sure no one expects it to be good? Because it sounds like everyone kind of thinks it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah. I might try it if I get a few more of these things. If I see a deck that does pretty well with it, because, you know, you gotta keep, you know, gotta pay attention to what's on the interwebs when people are playing. But I don't know. I think just straight up Reanimator might be better, especially because it costs 5. Plus 6 for the thing. I want to go off on turn 4, just saying. Alright. Moving on, we have another wedding announcement. Cool, already got one of them. 2 of them, though, not bad, not bad. Double up on your anthems. Shattered Sanctum, okay, we've gotten 3 of the rare lands. Not upset at all. Pretty good. Okay, and that was the, what? The Orzhov land? It's nice. The Voice of the Blessed. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you gain life, put a counter on it. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is a life gain matters card. So I believe we still have the D&D set, like, you know, and yeah, we still have Loth and Mordenkainen and whatnot. Well, I haven't seen Mordenkainen for a little while. So you could try to, like, remake the life gain deck with Charlisara. I don't know if we have Life Mender. Or whatever, the one that you tap and you gain a life. We might. And that might be okay. Honored Heirloom? Why do I feel like I haven't seen this card? But I should have seen this card because I was supposed to look at every single card in this set. I don't know. Who knows? It's a mana rock. Moving on. Okay, look at these. Look at this stuff. Savior of Allenbach. You know what? For not getting that many Planeswalkers, actually not getting any Planeswalkers yet, we've gotten a good number of Mythic cards. Like, I can't complain too much. This guy, however, is one that concerns me. Unless you're going to exile your own things and have this guy, like, be something where your opponent either, let's see. This is why I'm not going to play any more games after this, after I finish opening the cards, because I'm about to pass out. Not really, I'm not going to pass out, but I should go to sleep soon. Ah, damn, I'm working overnight and nonsense. And my schedule is so stupid. Or I come in at like a regular time, then my shift is my shift is shifted. Then it's shifted 2 hours later. So I go into work 2 hours later, but I, you know, also come home 2 hours later. And then I go back to my regular thing, so then I gotta go like 2 hours earlier essentially, and then later, and then earlier. They can't just let me have a straight out like, you're working these hours every day. Good job. Get used to it. No. God damn. Training seems bad. I'm not gonna say it's really bad. I don't think it's implemented very well on this thing. I think it's a little incidental thing that you shouldn't count on. Like, maybe you have a 1 card. I don't think a training deck is gonna be very good. I think it's like, Pelt Collector's a good card. And that's it. It can just make a good card better. Or it can be like, okay on a card. But a deck based around it I don't think will stand very well. And, like, you gotta basically discount training off the card entirely for it to be any good. And so, yeah, not a huge fan of this card at all. And it has the potential to blow up in your face. Unless you exile your own cards, in which case then your opponent doesn't want to remove it. But if they do, because it gets to be too strong, then they gotta deal with more stuff. We already have that, like, the white flash thing that can phase things out to protect from board wipes. And it has vigilance, too. It's like some kind of spirit. I think it's like a 3-mana spirit. That sees 0 play, so yeah. Another land? Like I said, I do not complain about rare lands. Back in the day, I would. Oh, I opened a land? That's boring. Urgh. Now it's like, guess what that is? A card I don't have to craft, because I definitely will at some point. Alana and Elena. Alina? Alina. It's probably Alina. Partners. Just comma, partners. And they were roommates. Let's see here. 4 mana, 2/3 first strike and reach. I guess there's a bow in the picture, which doesn't always mean anything. but in this case it does. Actually, she doesn't have reach. It's this one over here with a sword. That's just throwing shit in the air. Just, they can throw that sword at least like 2 stories up, trust me. Just straight up, too. Alright, at the beginning of combat, put it, or actually this is their power. It's nice that it puts plus almost 1 counters on it, not just a temporary buff, so like, it happens. Let's see. And this does not have to attack in order to do that? That's not bad. Oh, and then it has a little, it can give things haste too, kind of like the Storm Chaser thing. Ooh, damn, this card's nasty. This card's nasty in Gruul, okay. It is another target creature, and this is pretty weak, and it only has 3 toughness, but like, ooh. I see potential. Ugh, Cultivator Colossus. Guess what card is not Hogak? This card. It's actually a horrible comparison, like there's no way it would be close to it, aside from it being an expensive, giant-looking creature that's in a set based around death. So, actually, the set's based on vampires. But, you know, undead, kind of, sort of. Does the blood flow through their veins? Not exactly. Maybe. So, this card is interesting. It's cool. We'll see. I'm not too crazy about this card. At first, I thought it was pretty neat, and I was like, nah. The more I look at it, the less I like it. Unfortunate. Alright, Soren, come on. As much as I love poking you, we gotta get through this. That is actually my 4th copy of Dorothea. Yep, I got a playset. Alright, it's meant to be. Well, I guess I just have to play Azorius now. I could try Esper with this, but I think it just has to be Azorius. Alright, game. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Or what you're putting into my collection. I see. You don't want me to play Planeswalkers. You want me to play creatures and enchant them. And tokens. This isn't bad either. Enchant this thing. No, that's the biggest target I've ever seen on a creature. Aside from, like, what the hell, Atrata, the Silencer, where, like, she hits you 3 times and you just lose the game. Pretty big bullseye on her forehead, too. Alright, Howling Moon, second one of those. Make some wolves, buff some wolves. Like I said, not a huge fan of wolves. Truth be told, I think I'm more of a cat person, but it's not a huge thing. It's like 60-40. Second Dreadfast Demon. Okay, we're getting multiples here. Can I get a fresh one? Give me a fresh one right off the top. Come on. Crack that pack. Something new. Watch it say first. This is a good card. Land from the Lost is actually really nice. The fact that you don't have to choose to draw a card or exile. It exiles all the cards from all the graveyards, so it hits your graveyard too, which is the drawback there. But instead of Soul Guide Lantern, where you either draw a card or you exile the graveyard, this is both. Pretty nice. And the third Old Rutstein. Would I rather have playsets of cards, or just a good variety of cards? The conundrum. Yes, really, the mind boggles on that one. Okay, the eyeball stares at me. Because it does not know. That's a treasure token? Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I want to have a collection of all the different treasure tokens. Maybe a few foil ones if they still do that. Oh, damn. This is probably gonna see, like, play in, like, Legacy as well. I'm not gonna go so far as to say Vintage. That might be pushing it a lot. I think Tormod's Crypt would just be better for 0. But Legacy, probably. Modern, definitely. 100% modern playable. And the only reason I can say that is because I've been watching quite a bit of Bosch and Roll, which is Brian Colville's channel. He plays a lot of Legacy, a bit of Modern. I don't think he plays any Standard, really. And Vintage here and there, so I'm actually somewhat familiar with the Legacy, I don't know, environment of all things. I don't know. Hey, Mythic Rare! Okay, I guess that counts as a Planeswalker. Yes, let's see. Moving on. Ooh, a knife. Actually, it looks like a butter knife, kind of like. I'm pretty sure I've seen butter knives with a similar design. Although, if you actually look at the detail there, that's actually, like, really cool. Almost looks like an alien, kind of. Like the, was it H.G. Wells, I think it is, or Geiger? Like, it looks very organic, is what I'm trying to say there. That's neat. Second Dying to Serve. Gotta love it. A Braid, I probably have 4 of you already, but it's a good card anyway. There was a lot of hype around it, like, a Braid reprint, oh my goodness, because that sees play in older formats as well. It's super versatile. But you have to consider now, a lot of people are saying it's good, but it might not be great in this current standard. But it kills Chariot, yeah, but what else does it kill? I don't know, it kills Chariot really damn well. Patchwork Crawler, that's a first. See, it says first. Didn't even have to know that, but I knew. But I didn't have to. Meh, it's not a fantastic card, though. I like all the hands piled on top of each other, though. Like, it's definitely crawling. Like, if you had any doubt, like, Crawler is on point right here. Patchwork, yeah, you know, you can find a different word for that, maybe, you know, sewn together, whatever, piecemeal thing, but Crawler, that's the one that stuck. No doubt in my mind. Alright, next up we have... I don't hate this card. Okay. Oh, another first one. Stensia? Stensia, Uprising. 4 mana enchantment at the beginning of your end step. Make a 1/1 red human creature token. Then if you control 13 permanents, you may sacrifice it. When you do, it deals 7 damage to your target. Okay. So at first I thought it was 13 creatures. Like, well, that's stupid. Because if you have 13 creatures, you probably don't need to deal the 7 damage. Just saying. But it's 13 permanents, so you're gonna have 4 lands, plus this, plus a few things. There's 5... At least 5. Probably 6, 7-ish. So when you play this, you'll probably be around halfway there. Halfway to 3/4 of the way there. How do you get halfway to a prime number? Hey! Who knows? I said about, therefore we're good. With a little squiggly equal sign. And we are all right. But I don't like this card. It's 4 mana. Make a 1/1. Yeah. Sounds like a winning move to me. I like that they're trying to incorporate 13 into things as, like, you know, a bad luck number. Ooh. You know, and, with this triskaidekaphobia is a thing. It's fear the number 13. So they're trying to, like, you know, like a call out to that. And I don't know what exactly the word is, but you know what I mean. Reference that. Very, very heavily reference that. And it's neat, sure. Like, it's like, you know, half 13 life, half 13 cards in your hand, and you win the game, I think. You know, half 13 permanents. But it's such a big number in Magic where, like, imagine a 13-13. Well, that's huge. 13 permanents is a lot. 13 cards in your hand is a lot. Well, 13 creatures is a lot, right? So it's not super, aside from 13 life, it's not really easy to achieve. Ah, pardon me there. Another Bloodcaster. Okay, cool. We can make multiple bats. This is not legendary, so if you have 2 of them, you can turn 2 tokens every turn. 2 blood tokens. We have a Winged Portent. God, I hate this card. The artwork is okay. I don't hate it. Like, I don't hate that part. The little, like, the subtle skull imagery, okay. I think it could have been a little more, like, apparent, honestly. I thought they could have leaned into it a little more. But, meh. But, geez, just... I guess 3 mana instant speed, possibly draw a good number of things, is powerful. But, not from where I'm sitting. Just like the flying, the cleave text and everything. I feel like they really forced it in that slot and just did not deliver. Alright, Edgar! Hey, we got an Edgar! Okay, cool. So we have the bride and the groom. How lovely. He looks charmed and ancient. Which is... well, they're both fairly accurate. So, what does he do? Well, he's a 2-sided, 4-mana, 4/4 Vampire Lord. Very, very appropriate. And when he dies, he returns to the battlefield transformed as the Coffin. That's his Coffin. And you make some vampire tokens. Let's see, with bloodline counters. Oh, you put the bloodline counters in the Coffin. Then if there's 3 or more bloodline counters on it, you remove the counters and transform it. But you keep the vampire tokens, of course. Edgar, woo! Yeah, right? Look at this guy. I mean, he's, you know, he's seen better days, but he's not doing too bad. He looks very good for his age, I'll say that much. He's really schnazzing it up. He's like, you know what? This is the event of a century. I kind of think we could forget it. It's time to correct that folly. Oh, and he sounds pissed. God damn. Okay. He looks tired and upset. Black and white vampires won. There was someone who posted to Mark Rosewater's like blogatalk kind of thing. Like, okay, it looks like an essay just because the format it's in, or it's like kind of narrow, but you know, a full column, full like, you know, couple paragraphs about how they were disappointed that Edgar wasn't 3 colors again, and they're like, I think maybe just this one time, and they framed it fairly respectively. So I don't want to come off as like I was about to just go into like, you know, complaining, like, you know, person voice. I was like, no. They're like, listen, maybe this one time you could have, you know, gone for flavor instead of for like, you know, card balance a little bit, because I thought that really would have suited the set very nicely. And then, you know, they went to how they couldn't do it for the card and whatnot. But yeah, you want historic for all vampires? That sounds like a lot of fun. Concealing curtains. Oh, look at that, an eyeball. Reminds me of a episode of Ghostbusters of all things. I don't know which one it was. I guess it was the one that was like a cartoon, but not super cartoony. It still took itself kind of seriously. Basically, the Teen Titans, but not Teen Titans Go version of Ghostbusters, where it was like an art expo, and there was a thing set up in a curtain. It was like a circular curtain. There was an object in the center, and the whole Ghostbusters thing, spoilers from like 20 years ago, was it was some weird orb-like thing. It had like almost like a Pokeball, but it was all like kind of an orange color. And if you looked at it, this ghost spirit thing would suddenly like be summoned and would, however it would do it, it would just like yank, like rip the eyes out of your sockets in a way that was appropriate for teenagers. So, you know, no one had like, you know, bloody eye sockets or anything. They were just gone, but somehow magically healed, you know, and just left like cavities there. So that's what I think of, like the curtain and the eye coming out from the back. I don't know. It reminds me of that. If there's any actually inspiration from that, that'd be super awesome. Because it's a random reference out of nothing, but I thought it'd be kind of cool. Alright, and the final pack. Come on. Come on, Soren. You're gonna be here. You're gonna show your face. You're gonna show up fashionably late. Very fashionable and extremely late. We have Chandra Dressed to Kill. You know what? I'll take it. Although I do not care for, like, as much. Not as much. I think the angle on her face is kind of strange. It does something weird with her nose. But anyway, this card seems pretty nice. Ever since War of the Spark came out, the bar for 3-mana Planeswalkers, actually, ever since Oko came out. God damn that card. The bar for 3-mana Planeswalkers has been pretty high. Like, oddly enough, you expect quite a bit from the 3-mana Planeswalker. 4-mana, maybe not. I expect more of a 3-mana Planeswalker than a 4-mana Planeswalker. That's the times we live in. And people have said that she is pretty damn good. She almost only costs 2. Because you +1 up top there, you get a mana back. Like, that's not bad. Of course, it requires you playing 1-mana spells in red, which, God forbid, you do something like that. Who would ever do such a thing? Yeah, I think this card is... I think this is a serious card. The fact that the other ability is also a +1, like the middle one there, where you exile the top card and you can play it, or you can cast it. So if it's a land, it's stuck. But that's legit. I think this card's fantastic. Alright, not a bad note to end on at all. We got our 1 Planeswalker. I'll take it. I did get the bundles or whatever, so I do have... I think I get a Sorin with that. Packs, hello? Are there more? I'm clicking. I'm hoping there's a pack hidden somewhere in the background. No! Ah! I guess I'm going to have to reload the client to get rid of that. So, thank you very much for watching that. Again, I apologize for not actually having any gameplay right now. I do need to go to bed. Because it's about 12 o'clock now, and I have to be at work soon. So, yeah. But thank you. Hopefully the stream didn't cut out too much. I think I had a few little blips here and there, but largely I think it survived. And also I got like a lot of the green screen things worked out. I don't know. I have high hopes for this. So, until next time. And I'm also, hopefully this is on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, then it's there. Hooray, I did a thing. And if not, then... oh well. Then they're never gonna know. Alright, so, until next time, good night or good morning. depending on where you are in the world. But as always, good luck. Of course, as I'm saying my outro, I realize, if you have any ideas for decks for me to make, with all the cards that I opened and plenty of cards that I didn't even open, like Sorin, feel free, post it. There's a link to the Discord. You can just leave it as a comment to the bottom. This is a YouTube video, or join the Discord group and let me know, or just tune into the next stream and throw an idea at me, and I will be very receptive. I may or may not actually craft it, just based on how many wild cards and stuff I have, but hey, I think many things are worth a shot, especially when the set is this fresh. Okay, once again, good night, good morning, good luck, take it easy.